the inflection point. So we can say, if we see a really strong momentum, if we see that the buyers coming into the market, if we see that other news came in, that the overall market is very strong, so then we can speak about the inflection point. And NVIDIA was one of the greatest example today. And we will show this in a few seconds. Then we can see with strong momentum, we're breaking the call resistance or the call resistance UDTE. This doesn't mean what Fabio was saying before, that they're giving up. They roll to some other thing. But this is a really nice example. And I think if we have this in our mind, so that when we have really strong momentum, we have bullish momentum also maybe in the market, we get news, we get earnings ahead, we get many stuff ahead. So call resistance doesn't mean resistance, so that we may be going down, that you battle on the short. So maybe think what Fabio was saying on the inflection point. This is a really good one where we should be always remember.
Yeah. And the NVIDIA example is a very good one, because in this case, we actually, and we're going to go into this into a few seconds, but essentially here we have our core resistance 0 DTE, and we see that our actual main core resistance is actually still above at the 150 level. But our core resistance 0 DTE, which is really, in this case of NVIDIA, the core resistance for the expiration of Friday. So obviously stocks expire every week on Friday. The indices, they have a 0 DTE, so we use the same kind of like a label to make it easier. But essentially this would be the expiration for Friday, and we're going to talk into a second why the 0 DTE levels are becoming more and more important, right? So you have our main core resistance, which is looking at all the expiration, and then you have your 0 DTE core resistance that is looking at just the next expiration, which in this case would be this Friday's expiration.
But by the way, for all who was pushing NVIDIA, for all who was holding NVIDIA, congratulations for a new all-time high. Very good job, my friends. Very good job. I love it so much.
Absolutely.